beautiful stars. I hope that you're doing so well today. So for today's video, I wanted to do a beginner's guide to reselling. I hope that this won't be too long of a video, but if it is, definitely sit back, relax, and grab some wine, coffee, whatever you feel like, maybe even a snack, and hopefully these tips will help you out. So with everything going on with COVID and people staying at home, I know that some people are looking for an extra stream of income, so hopefully reselling will be something that you choose. It is quite simple. You can start out with things that are around your home, and I hope that this will help you out no matter what, and that you're all staying safe and well during this time. Alright, so without further ado, let's hop into it. So if you don't know me, my name is Molly, and I'm a full-time college student, and I'm just about to graduate. I technically walked in May, even though there was no actual commencement. They did like a virtual one. It's happening in August, hopefully, and but I still have a few credits to wrap up this summer, so I'm still a college student, and I have an internship on the side and 2 school jobs and then reselling. So I got into reselling. I have a whole video on kind of how I got into Poshmark. I'll link that video down below if you're interested at all, and I also have a video about why I chose to be like a college reseller. So if you want to hear any of my, rambling about my journey, you can watch those if you feel like hearing some talking videos while you're at home. So hopefully these will help you. They're pretty basic tips. I'd really appreciate it if you like this video, if you like it, and if it helped you out in any way, and to subscribe down below. I hope that you all enjoy. If I missed anything that you still have questions about, don't be afraid to comment them down below. I'll definitely try and answer it to the best of my ability. So let's actually get into the content. So to start off, number 1 is packaging. So packaging supplies you can order from pretty much everywhere now. Amazon, and then there's 2 small businesses that I wanted to shout out, which is youpackanship.com and shippinghip.com. They're both magnificent and I love them both. I've ordered from both of them numerous times, and they have like designer poly mailers, so they're just printed. They're really cute, so if you're into that kind of aesthetic, you can order from them. And those are great for any shipping label because it's a blank, not directly for the postal service, not directly for FedEx or UPS, so you can use it for any shipping label, and that's what's great about a blank poly mailer like that. But you can order free USPS priority mail shipping supplies from their website, free, no shipping cost to you at all. It's completely free. I have a video on my channel talking about and going through the motions of how to order that, so I'll link that up in the cards and down below, and it's also in the reseller playlist on my channel. That is great if you plan on selling on a website like Poshmark. They only ship priority, so you'll get your shipping, like once you sell something, it'll be sent to your email as an attachment. It'll say, yay, like you sold this to this person, and it'll come with like the label, and you can print that off either with a Rolo printer or, oh gosh, what else is there? Otherwise just a regular printer and ink paper. Paper and ink printer. That's what I use right now. And then to save on tape, I order the USPS like little sticky labels, and it's an envelope, and I use that for any of my packages. It doesn't matter if it's for USPS, UPS, because it doesn't, I just use it because it saves on tape. And if you don't have a lot of tape around your house, or you just don't have the extra money to buy some tape, that's a great route to go down. However, right now with everything going on, they're really slow at getting their shipping stuff out to homes. I am waiting on an order that I ordered about a month and a half ago, which I'm totally fine with because I know that things are really crazy right now. So I've just would say if you're planning on using those shipping supplies to just be aware of the wait time. Otherwise, right now I know you can also go to the post office and ask for some boxes, and I'm sure they'll give them to you for free. They should, because they're free to use. So yeah, and that's just good to know. They have like a little shipping section that you can like usually go to, and there's like boxes and stuff. You can just take those. But if you have any questions, I would ask your postal people, and they'll probably be able to clarify any things that you have questions about. The second thing I wanted to talk about is deciding what to sell. So right now I do have a vintage Etsy shop, and I sell anything vintage. It's very slim pickings right now. I only have 2 things on there, but I sell a lot of like housewares and stuff on there currently. I haven't sold any clothing items, although I do have a lot of vintage stuff that I could probably sell on there. So just kind of finding your niche, like your thing that you really enjoy selling. It could be clothes, it could be just like women's clothes, it could just be men's, it could be kids, starting out with maybe things just around your house, and you could possibly move on to liking having a bunch of women's accessories, shoes, clothing, lingerie, like anything that you think is fun and brings you joy to sell and is a bestseller for you, go down that route. Currently, I sell a little bit of everything from housewares to board games on Mercari, and shoes, accessories, kind of whatever, and all different sizes too, because I want to try and appeal to as many audiences as possible and just feel like I'm including as many people as I can. Just finding what works for you, what you enjoy selling, what you enjoy shipping out. That's a really big part of having fun with this job. Third is supplies. So this kind of goes with packaging, but supplies, I think about like measuring tapes, pill shavers, a steamer, an iron, even like a sewing kit, glue gun, a magic eraser, oh gosh, tissue paper, thank you cards, any like twine, anything like that that you think you would like for your shipping station, or anything that you want to use for packaging up items is so important. So I love having just like bubble wrap around, packing peanuts, those blow up things that you can get from like Target orders and Amazon, anything that I can use for when I'm selling something that could be possibly breakable, something fragile. I just try my best to package it up as safe as possible so it doesn't break. Also, I love to package my items so it's like an experience for the buyer, and Poshmark, for an example, does like people to dress up your items when you package it up. So using tissue paper, ribbon, thank you cards, like even throwing in like freebies and stuff like that. I've done a little bit of everything. Right now I really love just a very simplistic look, so I use white tissue paper. You can get about a pack of 35 from the dollar store. You can also get it from like TJ Maxx and Marshalls for really cheap, and thank you cards from there too for very cheap. And you can get packs of like 8 thank you cards at the dollar store from the dollar spot at Target. So just kind of shop around, see where you feel like you have a budget to be able to spend at those locations. I bought from all these places, and by far my favorite is dollar store, like Dollar Tree in general. I love that place. I don't typically get my thank you cards anymore there. I sometimes do, but I just have been reusing paper and stuff and decorating that and making it fun for people just to try and reuse stuff around my house. You can also get shipping supplies like packaging and boxes at the dollar store. You can get packing tape there. You can get like shipping like sticky labels there. So if you need any of that, I would try the Dollar Tree. I know every Dollar Tree is a little bit different, but that's a great place to start. A measuring tape is great because I get this question all the time. I don't always put measurements in my listings just because I feel like it doesn't totally make or break a sale. If someone really wants the item, they'll ask for the measurements, or they just don't care. And I personally only ask when it's like a dress, just because I'm very tall, so I like to have the measurements just to make sure it's not gonna like show my booty or anything. But measuring tapes are great. I'm sure you might find one around your house. You could even use like a measuring like the rollout like carpentry tape. You could use a ruler. I've used a little bit of everything, but otherwise they do sell measuring tapes, I believe, at the dollar store. I found them all the time at the thrift store, and if you're thrifting for clothing to resell anyways, might as well look for one, or ask someone. Maybe your grandma has one in her sewing kit, anything like that. It's great because people want to know measurements, and measurements are actually really simple to take. So if you just lay your item flat on the ground, you can just pull the measuring from pit to pit. So you just like go from like the pit of the item and go across, and that's also like the bust, so that's great to measure. And then length, so from the shoulder to the bottom hem, and just say, I always use approximate because I don't want someone to be like, you said it was this exact length, and it's not. So everyone measures differently, I feel like, especially with whatever measuring tape you're using. Sometimes it's wrinkled or something when you're measuring it out, so just do it approximately. I always say I take it laying flat, and that's just something you can do. If you want a video on that, I can totally do on that for you if you are at all confused about measuring, but that's a great thing to use. Having like glue gun and stuff is great for removing tags on shoes. I know my Salvation Army writes the price and like the color tag on the bottom with like a chalk, and like also sometimes they use Sharpie. So if you want to remove that, glue gun is great for that. And also magic erasers are awesome, and I know they sell like different types of magic erasers at different stores, like the Dollar Tree has them, I think. So yeah, anywhere like that is great. Also, like I think just regular dish soap and water should get it off, but it might take a little bit more scrubbing. And a pill shaver is awesome. You can order those online. You can get them at Target. My grandma actually gave me mine, and it's a chef's kiss. I love her. She's great. But also with like tissue paper and stuff, if you feel like using that, go ahead. I package my items in white tissue paper, and then I use twine to tie it up and then slip my thank you note through the twine, and I just package it up. And it's very simple, super cute, and I feel like it's still an experience for the buyer. Sometimes if the buyer spends like a lot of money on something, I will dress it up a little bit more and just make it a little bit more of an experience, maybe give them something for free. But it's just kind of like whatever I feel like doing at the time, but it's totally up to you. I used to give away like cute little pencils and stuff around like back to school time, but it's up to you what you feel like doing. If you don't feel like, you know, wasting that kind of product, you don't have to. And number 4 is just to start slow, and you don't have to go out and buy stuff at the thrift store right away. Look around your house, see what you have, sell it, and put that money back into your business. It's definitely a learning game. It's a thing in progress, and you'll grow with your business as it grows. And I think that it's just such a fun thing to do, and I really have so much enjoyment out of just giving people clothing and seeing them like have this new item and they get to love it. And I just think it's awesome. And be positive. I know it's hard to like just say that, like, oh, be positive, but I think with this business, just thinking, you know, good things and manifesting the best for your business is going to really help you. And I just am wishing you the best with starting out. If you have any questions, definitely don't be afraid to leave them down below. I'll comment back. And yeah, follow me on my links down below. I have an Instagram, which is molly's_closet. I also have a personal one, which is mollyrose16. And I do have a reseller blog. I haven't been updating it lately, but if you have any questions, I covered a few things over there too. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Thank you for supporting me, and stay well. Bye! So hopefully I still have you here. Due to the events that happened in Minneapolis, I do have some petitions and donation links down below. If you'd like to take some time, please do check them out. Black Lives Matter. Thank you.